Who needs lore? Why would we care anything at all about what happened in the first two games? Hey Quap, how you doing? Yep, he's moved all the items around Hyrule. Hopefully I'll actually be able to control things. There we go. For some reason it just doesn't like to interrupt that cutscene, and I'm not entirely sure why. So who am I today? Today I think I am Bob. Bob is apparently Shadow Link. Okay then. Okay, so this chest has the gloves. That's a nice start. Yeah, I should probably get rid of the starting soon message. That would make sense. I've been doing pretty good. Been doing a fair bit of randomized Link to the Past recently, because I'm enjoying it. Now you may be wondering why the hell I'm over here, because there's not really anything over here. Also, why am I jumping into the water repeatedly, because that doesn't make any sense. And the answer is this doesn't lead where you think it does. Welcome to the Chris Houlihan room. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of walking over these today. There we go. Oh, thank you. Always nice to have people host the stream and maybe get me seen by other people. Big Key of Thieves Town. Nice to have, not useful yet. Suppose I could have picked up that rock for a chance at a bomb, but... What's down here? Just a compass on the island. Nothing useful. These, however, are useful. Expensive, but useful. Thank you, Phoenix. Okay. Yes, this is what I sound like. At least I hope so. If it's not what I sound like, I'm very confused. You managed to hit me from behind there, stupid Octoroks. Okay. Green Pendant is in Skull Woods today. If you remember the original, it's normally in Eastern Palace, but yeah, the dungeon end prizes got shuffled around with everything else. So this is not exactly a standard way of starting Randomizer, because there's not a whole lot of stuff over in Eastern Palace. But I find that in key-sanity mode, there are so many different things locking further progress in Eastern Palace that it kind of makes sense to just come grab the items right away here. Because in order to actually defeat this dungeon, I would need to have the lamp so that I can see where I'm going. I would need to have the big key of the dungeon, obviously, and I would need the bow. And the odds of finding all three of those in the near future are not exactly the highest. Ah! Ow, ow, ow. Okay, that was a painful set of balls. I'll probably be able to get back up to full health before terribly long here, but that hurt. Yep, I'll be back up at full health in the next room. Well, not this room, the one after. So the pot by the switch over here also has a heart under it. Come on. Hit the switch, please. Just dodge those guys. Now this is a cool trick. Yeah, I missed. I was supposed to throw that pot at him, and I've now missed him 2 more times. It's supposed to be a very fast room if you do it right, but apparently I'm not doing it right at the moment. Small key of Ganon's tower, not terribly useful. Yeah, so the big chest there is only locked behind the big key of the palace. But odds are good that by the time I have the big key and have run out of other places to search, I'll also have some other items. So officially, I need to have the lamp to go through this room. Unofficially, it's entirely possible to make your way through this set of rooms without the lamp. Whether I will be able to do it correctly or not is a different question. Okay, now I've got the key. That was kind of the hard part there. I should be somewhere over on the left side of the room now. I would like to find the door and go out it. I don't think I'm going to be getting the last item here, because I don't think I'm making it to the door. I don't know where I am in the room. I don't have a good way to find out. Apparently I was stuck in the bottom left corner. It's the second time I've managed to get stuck down there and not be able to figure out how to get out. Yeah, actually I want to save and quit at this point, because I don't want to walk all the way back there. I will have to collect that item sometime after I have the lamp. The randomizer doesn't assume that you're going to be able to go through the dark rooms without a lamp, but if you can sometimes get a leg up, because, hey, you've gotten something before it thought you'd be able to. Really? I don't want to be chased by a bee. Yep, spooky Link indeed. Hi Priox, how you doing? You're going to assume that I've played this a couple of times before. You would be correct. I have played, somewhere in the neighborhood of 24 or 30 plays of this. Yeah, I've done a fair few at this point. Not exactly a great return on investment picking up the 20 there, but I need the money still. Dodge the arrow. Very much dodge the crab. Crabs are awful. Although I have blue mail, so they're actually much less awful than they normally would be at this point of the game. You are being very annoying, Mr. Mini Moldorm. No, seriously, you are being extremely annoying. I don't have any better way to deal with you than by throwing bombs at you, and if you're right next to me, that's kind of not a great option. Really? You were right on top of it, and yet you dodged it. Okay, at this point I only have 3 bombs left for 3 of you guys, and I would like to have a bomb after I leave here. I don't like my odds. I'll take the heart. Okay, I got him at least. Okay, so I ran out of bombs completely, which is not great. Silver arrows is nice. There's the big key of desert. Small key of Turtle Rock. And I guess that's money for more bombs. Not exactly ideal there, but it'll do. Right, I don't need health. I'm still at 3 hearts. I start with full health. Oh yeah. Darn. I didn't manage to get the 50-50 bomb drop there. I've got 2 more chances, so... Don't have boots yet, so I can't dash. So that's a 50-50. Nope. That's a 50-50. That one had it. Single bomb is not too bad. I'm gonna have to buy another set of 10, though, which is... ugh. I don't like that I'm gonna have to buy more bombs already. Because I need a lot of money. I did get the 300, so my finances aren't exactly in dire strait. But I want to be able to go to Zora fairly soon. And I suppose the good news is that I have the gloves, so there's a farm spot that I can go to and get 50 rupees in not very long and just repeat it. Yay, 20 bucks. So, if you remember normal Link to the Past, the item that I just picked up there, in this case it was 20 rupees. Normally it would be a quarter heart piece. All of the prizes for little mini games like that, all of the items in chests, and a few of the items that are kind of just sitting out in various places, like the ones sitting inside and on top of Spectacle Rock, the ones on top of torches. All of them have been taken and shuffled around and dealt out in such a way that you can still complete the game. So I have no idea where I'm going to find anything this run. The bow that's normally in Eastern Palace, yeah, it's almost certainly not in Eastern Palace. It might be. That would be really trolly of the scene. But it probably isn't. It turns out that about the worst possible place for something to end up is where it is normally, because you don't want to go there without it. Since vanilla tends to give you an item and then immediately require that you have it. So another example of that would be Zora, who normally you spend 500 rupees and he gives you a pair of flippers that let you swim, and then you can immediately go south and grab an item off of a ledge. I think it's, again, just a heart piece. In randomized, he might sell you a single green rupee for 500 rupees. Yeah. Bottle vendor actually selling a bottle today, and it came preloaded with blue goo. Excellent. Bottle vendor gives a better deal than vanilla today. Small shield. A lamp. Oh, now I can actually make my way through Eastern when I get there. The 2nd level gloves. Ooh, nice. Means I'm just a moon pearl away from dark access. Small key to Skullwoods, not really useful. In this particular case, the blue goo does seem to play fairly nicely with the human body, or the whatever this Shadow Link guy thing is, body at least. Then again, is it really good if it makes you think you have magic powers? Yeah. It's a hard question. Well, I got the blue cane. That's nice. Incidentally, the reason that I went back there is I got a bottle, so I could now get the item from him. I couldn't get it originally because I didn't have a bottle yet. I think in vanilla, that kid gives you the bug catching net because he sees you have a bottle and goes, hey, you can catch insects with this. The Compass of Eastern. There's Moon Pearl. Map of Hera. Okay. This has been a pretty nice start. I could go into the Dark World right now. And I think I'm gonna. Because there's a whole bunch of items. This does mean I'm, for the moment, skipping the Lost Woods, which could be dangerous. But I will try and come back there. 100... Map of Misery Mire... Could be a long-term carcinogen, at least in the state of California. Yeah, no kidding. Everything in the state of California is a carcinogen or causes birth defects or whatever. It's gotta be one of the stupidest ordinances I've ever seen, because, yeah, okay, it sounds good on the surface. Yeah, we're going to label locations that contain hazardous chemicals. And then you discover that every location contains hazardous chemicals, and nobody therefore pays any attention to the notice. Not exactly the effect they were going for. The most hilarious incident of that has to be that pretty much any place that serves food is going to have the notice displayed, because if you cook food, it develops a chemical naturally that is on the list. So, you know, if you want to just serve salads, you might be able to get away without it, but otherwise, yeah, you're gonna be displaying the notice, even if it isn't in your cleaning supplies or anything. Well, I still just turn into an ordinary bunny when I get hit by a bunny beam. I do have the Thieves' Town big key, actually. Ooh. No, I don't want to do the back of Thieves' Town yet. Not with 4 hearts. That's a bit scary. Thieves' Town is not the worst dungeon out there, but 4 hearts, even in blue mail, is not a lot of health. If I had red mail, I'd be a little bit more likely. But even still, there's spikes in there that will deal a heart of damage no matter what mail you have, so... Well, that's not exactly great. Still no boots. It would be nice to be able to move around the world a little faster, but no such luck yet. Right, I just want to go to the dig game first. And then I'll pick up the frog and take him on a tour of the world. Counting. $12 digs to find 20 rupees. That's not exactly a great return on investment, especially since I paid 80 to him for the privilege of digging. Oh well. Thoop. Hey, frog. So here's something I'm trying to remember. So Chrono Trigger. One of the standard jokes to make in this game is that this frog is actually Frog from Chrono Trigger. Does anybody remember what Frog's real name is? You find it out after you've had him for like half of the game or something like that. And I can't remember what it is. And it's annoying me. I mean, he kind of just accepts that his name is Frog, so it's not exactly wrong to say that his name is Frog. But he does have an original name from before he was transfigured. Mire and Ice Palace. Funnily enough, that's actually the vanilla locations for the red crystals. So, yeah. Crystals 5 and 6 are in fact in Dungeons 5 and 6. Wow, you guys are really throwing those about a lot. Hey, Crafty, how you doing? Green goo! I've got 2 levels of goo now. Compass of Desert. Heart, $20. A big heart. Okay. Can't do much more along this route. So at this point, I'm going to go to Sanctuary. Let's go to Back of Escape first, while I'm thinking of it. Okay, kind of one of the main things that you want to do in Randomizer is take care of locations while you happen to be nearby, and if you can accomplish multiple locations in a single trip, so much the better. All of our rats just kind of rushed down there, didn't they? $5, a piece of heart, and a small key of pod. I'm doing pretty well, too. Okay. And now the other direction. I can't do either of the other 2 things over there yet, which is a little bit awkward, but... Glenn, yes, that was his name. Thank you. Yeah, as soon as you said it, I read it and went, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Ow. I think this is level 2 tree pole. It is full magic. Nice. The bush crabs today are dropping small magics. Alright, because I've got the frog. He doesn't want to go in. Oh, that's annoying. Leave me alone, Mr. Crow. Thank you. .97 megabits down, huh? That's not exactly great, is it? Hey, hello mine, how you doing? That's a map, that's kind of useful. Also, I have the Book of Medora. I can go check and see what's on tablet. Or, not tablet, pedestal. Yeah, 97 megabits down would be pretty nice. Oh. Oh. So it's actually a Master Sword pedestal at the moment. It actually is holding the Master Sword. Well. Yeah, that's interesting. Where do I want to go next? Let's go up to Death Mountain. Actually, crap, no, I need to go to Village first. And this isn't the right place to go for that. Try again. I want to actually be back in Sank. I completely forgot that I was escorting him still. this way either. I need to be going off to the left. You know, the other left. The one over this way, past the person accusing me of being a creeper. Okay. So there you go. You've finally been returned home after longer of a tour than I meant to. What do you give me for my troubles? The ice rod. Rodsmiths. Nice. Okay, now I actually want to go up Death Mountain. Yeah. And there's another school of thought that would tell you that going up Death Mountain right now isn't actually useful because I can't accomplish that much up there. But it will acquire me the save and quit point, which I need to do eventually anyway. So it's not really a waste of time. Right. Upwards, not downwards. Next room is where I go downwards. Kind of funny, the old man is the only one of the companions that if you try to dash with him, he actually prevents the dash. Some of the other ones, you will lose them if you dash. The purple chest and the big bomb will both be left behind if you dash. But the old man, you look like you're dashing, but you don't actually move any faster. How? Falling cabbages. Danger. Danger. Ow! Ow! I don't want to be hit by falling cabbages. They hurt. Let's see. I don't have mirror yet. I didn't think I did. So red rupee up there. I'm just going to go for the item that's inside since I'm saving and quitting away from here afterwards regardless. Unless it's something like the mirror. No, it's just a piece of heart. I have little enough health still that I'm willing to go grab a piece of heart. Okay. Next stop is going to be up into the castle and escape. Yeah, gigabit internet access is pretty nice. I would love to actually have it. As is, I've finally gotten a reasonable internet connection. It's not a great one, but it's reasonable. I love how the guards sometimes just don't seem to notice you for a moment after you slash them in the back. Oh, my back suddenly really hurts. Hey, wait a second, there's somebody there! Thanks, game. I really appreciate the bomb under the bush that I just went through a moment ago. Allow me to congratulate the guards on burying it and trolling me successfully. Yeah, I actually wasn't paying attention. What was the uncle bringing into the castle to try and make his rescue of Zelda with? 3 bombs. 3 bombs is nice. What, was it actually 20 rupees again? Okay, it was 20 rupees. Silly uncle. Ganon is not that cheap to bribe. You should bring at least 300. What do you mean I'm just saying that so that I get more money? Of course I'm not saying it so that I get more money. Okay, I'm saying it so that I get more money. Oh, this time it was arrows. So he actually brought something that was sort of sensible weaponry. He just probably should have brought a bow, too. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have picked up that heart, but it's okay. I can take more than enough damage here. Okay. Please kill me. I wish to leave. Thank you. Okay. He actually had a bow. I mean, you have to stop and consider which mode people are playing in, because you can be in a mode where the uncle is guaranteed to have a weapon of some form. In which case, if he gave you the bow, he would also give you a bunch of arrows with it. Okay. Ether's nice. What do I have left to do? I guess Thieves Town. Yeah, at this point I've got enough. Oh, I can also go do Desert. At least some of it. Which means I can also go check Agina's cave at the same time. Try not to run into the vulture, because he is annoying, and he hurts. Not as much since I have blue mail. But, yeah. It's remarkably easy to accidentally damage yourself on a bomb. That explosion lasts longer than it looks like it does. What's over there? Just a 5-bomb upgrade. That's not exactly great. Ugh, awkward menu. Ow. Stupid vultures. It's like 80% of the time they are completely harmless because they'll just never run into you. And every once in a while, they get close enough that you'll hit them. And it almost doesn't even seem like they're trying to hit you. They just do sometimes. Yeah, not great. I believe I have the big key here. Yes, yes I do. Oh my. Well, now I know where the bow is. Just need to figure out where the boots are so that I can get it. Yay, money. At this point, I think money is unlikely to be a problem ever again this seed. Yay. Ow. I do want to go get a full heal here. Because I'm going to go into the boss fight with kind of okay health and basically the equipment the game expects you to have. I do have Ice Rod. The timing on Ice Rod, I'm told, is a bit weird, though. But I'll probably try it anyway. Ow. You can also damage landmillas with the bombs, but the timer on the bombs is so long that you literally have to place the bomb before you see them appearing. Okay, there's a heart there, which is nice. Ow. That was less nice. Okay. Little bit more magic. Let's try the Ice Rod and see just how bad it is. Yeah. Not too bad. And it does a crap ton of damage. There we go. That made that fight significantly easier. Blue pendant. Believe it or not, that's actually completely vanilla. That is the correct pendant for this place. Which is a little bit weird. So I think next up I go Thieves Town and then Skullwood's early section afterwards. Yeah, it's remarkably fun to play, because it takes a classic game that was already really good, and puts enough of a twist on it that it's never the same thing twice, which is neat. I really appreciate that. It also can be either fairly relaxing or fairly stressful, depending on how much you care about how quickly you're going. I care kind of moderately high, so it's a little bit stressful. What I'm really hoping to do is bring down my worst case time below 3 hours, because there's something in particular I want to do with this game. one of those things that I'm not talking about in public forum at the moment. But it should be fun. Okay. That was sketchy. That was really sketchy. Okay, this room. This room is just awkward enough that I'm going to pull out blue cane. Blue cane slows the game right the heck down, but it does let me get through it without taking any damage, which is nice. Huh, good to see that I'm hallucinating today. So how is my hallucination doing over there? Ooh, red cane. This is actually a really good time to get red cane, because I want it when I go up and do the beginning of Skull Woods. There is one chest there that is a royal pain to get without red cane, and really, really easy to get with red cane. Source is 760p. Stop breaking industry standards. Yeah, exactly. The good thing about standards is there's so many of them. You can just pick whichever one you want. It's also kind of the bad thing about standards, but you know, whatever. Honestly, I probably ought to reconsider what resolution I'm streaming this at, because I didn't ever actually customize it when I started playing this. So I ought to make sure that that is agreeing with the resolution that I have it displaying at some point. But I haven't gotten around to that quite yet. Huh. You know what? Heart's not worth it. I already lost one heart trying to pick up that heart. I'm not going to force it and end up losing a second heart. Great, I already got that one. Okay, this is actually going to be a really easy fight because I've got blue cane. A weak knight is a tiny nobleman. Thank you, Blind. Your puns are always terrible, but kind of appreciated. Do I even need to use the cane? No, I don't. I managed to defeat him with fairly low damage to myself. That's surprising. Yeah, work, 4 hours of commute. Oh god, that's awful. Nah. I was thinking about the purple chest over to the right there, but I don't want to pick it up yet. I do have flippers, so I can make this a run up to Catfish. I'm thinking like 3 steps ahead here because I want my routing to be efficient. Do I have a Skullwoods key? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. I can take the easy route. Come on. Get the heck away from me. Okay. Extra health, always nice. There is, in the room to the right here, a key that is always there. It's always guaranteed to be in the same spot. Because it turns out that because of the number of entrances to Skull Woods, if there isn't a small key there, you can get stuck and have to save and quit out. And the randomizer doesn't want you to have to do that. So it forces there to always be a small key there. Don't have the big key here, no. So I can't go over to the big chest. Those guys are actually fairly easy to deal with if you just pay attention to their timing. Okay, so this is the room that I was talking about. Normally you would have to grab that statue on the right and pull it over here, deal with the mummies, deal with the hand trying to drop down and reset you to the start of the area. With the cane, you just come up here and you're done. That's all it takes. Speaking of hand, come on. I actually wanted to be picked up there. I didn't want you to miss by an inch. Yeah, I wasn't sure I'd have enough room there. The good news, though, is I have blue mail already. I have had blue mail for a very long time. Blue mail makes this much less ugly. Okay, Cape Ledge has nothing significant, just a piece of heart. I'm giving a wide berth to those pterodactyls, because they will kill you! Blah, this is not as great a route as it would normally be, because I don't actually have the mirror. If I had the mirror and preferably also the boots, this would be a much better route. But I'm still going to follow through with it and go grab catfish, because yeah, that's really out of the way, and I'm already most of the way there. If I'm exceptionally lucky here, catfish has mirror. If catfish has his mirror... If catfish has mirror, that makes things much better. If he has flute, that's also pretty good. I'd even take boots. But instead it's 50 bucks. Yeah, that's not surprising at all. Here's one of the little things that the randomizer does. Normally, when you save and quit from the Dark World in Link to the Past, you end up back on top of the pyramid. But because of randomized items, if that happened, there would be a chance that you get stuck in the Dark World, and you don't have any way to get back. So instead, until you have both defeated Aghanim and... Where am I going? I want to go down this way. Until you have both defeated Aghanim and gotten the mirror, it will save and quit you back into the light world. How am I playing? Yes, this is emulated. This is SNES 9X. Which... I have a hard time saying that name without grinning at it, because there was a Retsuprape video long ago that is one of the more amusing things I've ever watched. They had somebody who was playing one of the Kaizo Mario World ROM hacks, so exceedingly difficult stuff. A lot of people who play it use save states to get around. And he was using save states a lot, and the version of SNEX 9X he had would display the SNEX9X logo every time he saved or loaded a state. And he was, complaining about how this game is terrible and how Mario isn't obeying what he's trying to tell him to do and all that. And so, in response to this, the Retsuprey folks put out a video where somebody was reading an old essay called On Liberty. It's, I don't know, probably a few hundred years old. I don't know the specifics, but it's it's a decent essay on basically the machinations of power and how to keep governments in check and that sort of thing. But what they did is they had somebody who would be reading this essay, and every time the SNES9X logo came up, he would stop reading the essay and say SNEX9X. And usually end up starting up a word or two before. And so there are times in the video where he basically just can't make any progress at all in the essay. It is just hilarious to read as the guy's getting at least mock frustrated with the runner because it keeps interrupting the essay he's reading. And so yes, that's why, even though I'm using it, the name of this emulator is one that amuses me. Also, you can tell that I wasn't paying terribly much attention there because I went and picked up the single green rupee from the ledge. So, what do I have right now? Boy. I can do Ice Palace. I don't have the big key, so a lot of it would be a sequence break, but I could do it. I could also go grab that one chest in Eastern that I failed at earlier. Do I want to go do that? Yeah, either of those are moves that I don't really like, but I think I need to do one of them. I think it's gonna be ice. But yeah, I really don't like this move. It's just a case of I don't have any moves left that I do like. So let's hope there's some good stuff in Ice Palace. I have 0 keys for Ice Palace. I do not have the hammer. I do not have the fire rod. I do not have the hook shot. Yeah. This is a terrible time to go into Ice Palace. But I also don't have a lot of options. I'm missing items that unlock a lot of stuff. So I'm kind of hoping that I find the boots. Yeah, boots would probably be the best thing to find. Hookshot would be pretty good. Hammer would be amazing as well. Okay, yeah, let's just bombos these guys, because I do not have good weaponry for fighting them. No. Wow, and they dropped very little. The chest had the hammer. Okay then. That changes things. That changes a lot. Ugh. Wow, I took a beating in that room. I probably should have bombosed again there. to have the blue cane out for this room. Don't know if I'm going to use it, but I will have it available. Okay, yes, I'm using it. Ah! Oh, that sucks. The blue cane was in the middle of activating and I got shoved into the spike. Oh god, what now? Do I stay or do I go? Yes, I know that's a song. I think I leave. I think it makes more sense at this point to leave. Because hammer does unlock a few things. And I think that's a better trail to track down than continuing on in Ice Palace. But yeah, I was thinking this was being an exceedingly kind seed at first, and yet now it has really stopped being very kind. Which honestly I'm a fan of, because I want it to test me right now. Like I said earlier, my goal right now is to bring down my worst case time. It's hard to tell how I'm making progress on that when I don't get bad seeds. Although, you know, improving my personal best is also kind of nice. It's just doesn't work towards my goal. Yeah. That guard was being really annoying in his movement. So, what is on our pyramid today? Mirror would be nice. Small key to where? Desert. Interesting. That opens up 2 chests in desert. I'm going to go open pod. I have a single key for pod. I do not have boots, therefore I don't have bow. What do I want to do with my single key? There's a door at the beginning of pod that if you don't have bow, you need to open it. And if you do have bow, you don't. So opening it is arguably a waste of a key. But if I don't open it, then I can't get anything but 1 chest in pod right now. If that 1 chest contains the boots, then the answer is obvious. I go get the boots. I go get the bow, rather. If it's not, there are some more chests that the logic says I can get. Big Key of Misery Minor. Yeah, that's fine. The logic says by spending the 1 key, I can get to a few more chests. So I think I'm going to do that. And bank on the logic having put something that I needed in there. I don't believe I got away with that without taking damage. I'm shocked. So this chest is open with none. Oh yeah, I should, while I'm thinking about it, bond that. I won't use that door for quite a while, but I want to remember to open that anytime I'm on the bridge and haven't opened it yet. So even though going and doing that doesn't pay off in time this run, it will hopefully make me remember it a bit more next run. Yeah, desert. 2 chests in desert. There's the purple chest that I can take still. What else? The 1 chest in Eastern that I missed earlier, for which I would really love to have the Eastern key that I don't have, and also the bow. I can't get to Eastside Death Mountain because I don't have either hookshot or mirror. Time for the slow opening scene again. It always annoys me that these things do a full 180-degree turn. They could have rotated just 60 degrees and been fine, but no, they go 3 times that just to annoy you. I can't say I was expecting the BMOS to actually push me ahead and save me time, but okay, I accept. $20. What's the other one gonna be here? Crap. Okay, that was a useless trip. I'm gonna go take purple chest. Of the many bad plays available to me at this point, this is the one that I think is the least bad. Because I unlocked it pretty early, and it's not going to get any better. Next up after this is going to be Eastern, which I also unlocked very early, but Eastern will get significantly better later. Oh, right. Oh, there's also a hammer peg cave here that I can get, so I will get 2 for 1 on this run. So that's something. Still not a very efficient route, but it's okay. I do not have the powder available to me yet. And it could be a very long time before I get powder, if I ever find it. Because it only unlocks 1 item, and other than that, it's just utility. I think Spike Cave is also open to me. Come on. There we are. Peg Cave, what do you have? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That is one of the major items that I needed. Okay. That helps a lot. Because of this, I'm actually going to walk the chest rather than saving and quitting back to my house. Because there are now 2 places that I can check that I couldn't check before here. One of them is this. Boots! Boots! I found the boots! Oh yes, that is excellent. Okay, I found the right path. Oh, that is so good. Oh, yeah. I can't use the boots right now because the purple chest is one of the things that if I dash, I lose it. But I have them. That is huge. That is very, very huge. So, what do you have for me? 20 bucks. Yeah, thanks. Purple chest itself was useless, but the purple chest route was amazing, so I'm okay with that. Okay. And now I kind of feel like I'm back on track here. I don't need to come back for that tablet later. And now I can finally grab the last thing out of Desert. Having to triple dip Desert with the book entrance. Oh, that hurts. That just hurts. Hello, Bo. I've missed you very much. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of retracing steps, because I unfortunately just didn't have what I needed for it last time. But I'm going to go do Flanctuary. The reason it's called Flanctuary is it's the flanks of Sanctuary. But for it, I need to go grab the Dark World portal. So I have to go down to CAC first. Okay. Yeah, so the bow opens up by itself 2 more chests in pod. If I get a single pod key, then I can pick up most of the items in pod. Okay. No, I didn't want to transition again there. Hey, there's the pod key that I was wanting. Yeah, so this is the left-hand side of Sanctuary, is Bonk Rock Cave. That's where Sanctuary would be. And then on the right-hand side of Sanctuary, we have the Graveyard Ledge. For which I will need bombs. No. I do not want more bomb capacity, thank you. I've got plenty. I actually didn't need to portal there. I just expect to need to portal because I expect that I'm going to catfish after this. And now time for one of the stranger little tricks in this game. Who needs to bonk that anyway? Just tap the dash key when you're moving sideways into it, and it's fine. Okay. Now I think it makes sense to go pod Eastern. I still don't have the Eastern big key though, which is awkward. And it could be that it's a vanilla Eastern big key, in which case the fact that I missed it earlier doesn't really hurt me that much. What was Green Pendant today? Have I picked it up yet? No, not yet. Skull Woods, I think, was Green Pendant? Yeah, that sounds right. I can double check here. Yes, Skull Woods is Green Pendant. And Swamp is a crystal. That's information I hadn't looked at before. Do I have the Swamp Palace small key yet? Yes, I do. So a lot of Swamp is open to me at this point. But I would really rather not go there until I have the hook shot if I can avoid it. If you remember what I said about the worst places for an item to be in Randomizer being its vanilla location, yeah, the hookshot is vanilla in Swamp Palace. That's why I don't want to go there without it. Okay. Now I really wish I hadn't spent that key earlier, but oh well. I couldn't know that I was going to actually find the bow elsewhere. Or rather, I knew I was going to find the bow elsewhere, but I didn't know that I was going to find the boots that I needed for the bow elsewhere. Okay, good news! I have silver arrows. These guys just go poof. Normally the reds would take a second shot. Small key of pod. Hey, that's nice. How about you? 20 bucks. Okay. With 2 keys, I can do the entire back area, which is nice. I didn't want to actually go up the stairs, and now those guys ran into me. There we go. There we are. And into the back area. I really didn't want to fall off there, but okay, fine. This second mini Helmosaur is annoying because although you actually do barely have enough time to go grab a second pot to kill him with, I can't manage it. I've tried a couple times. It doesn't work for me. On the other hand, I do have the bow, and I should have remembered that and just shot him. That would have been smart. Honestly, I think the hardest part about streaming this game is actually paying attention to the stuff that I'm picking up. Because I know I picked up a compass down in the dark area. I don't know what the other thing I got was. I hope it wasn't important. Okay, need to be a little bit lower. A little bit higher. A little bit lower. That's right. That is also right. Excellent. I don't have the big key, so I can't open that. The hammer jump is a nice one. It's called that because the big chest out there usually has the hammer. And using that in the vanilla no major glitches run does save you a fair amount of time. Okay. There are 3 items left. It's the big chest, the chest in the entryway that's key locked, and the boss item. So I can't get any of them. And now we find out if I am exceedingly lucky and the item that I missed earlier was the big key of Eastern. If it is anything else, this loses me a fair amount of time. If it was a major item, which I'm honestly not even sure what it could have been that it would be a major item, then it kind of sucks, because I could have had that all along. And if it's not the Eastern big key, then again it kind of sucks, because this will have been a useless trip. So, do we have a vanilla big key? That is our question. Yeah, I bonked. I was not expecting to bonk. And the good news is this room is going to be a lot faster now than it would have been earlier, because I have the health to just absorb the hits there. It was 20 bucks. So it's not bad that I missed it, but it is bad that I came back for it. Where to now? Oh, I can go up to Hera now. And I can get over to Eastside Death Mountain. Yeah, there's good stuff up there. Okay. Wow, yeah, I can do a lot of shit up here now, because I can also do the dark side. If I'd realized how rich this area was, I would have come here before Pod. Yeah, the game really likes to give you 20 rupees. I feel like 20 rupees is just kind of the default thing that Vanilla was putting in a chest. So, because of that, Randomizer has a lot of 20 rupees chests. I could, in theory, go to Spike Cave, but I don't really have a lot of magic right now, so I'd have to spend a potion on it. And I don't really want to do that. It's also something that would be better saved for the end of this route. Little piece of love. Nothing interesting. At this point, I'm basically treating Tower of Hera as a small overworld cave. It has this item here. Small key to Misery Mire. And it has the item in the back. And everything else is locked behind keys that I don't have. So it was an overworld cave and not a good one. Okay. So what's on the island? 5 bucks. Spiral cave time. Ow. Just go away. Of course I would manage to take damage off of the last mini Moldor. Why wouldn't I manage to take damage off of the last mini Moldor? Hey look, 20 bucks. Right. can come grab the portal right now, because I have mirror. And this ends up being nice routing. No, I totally didn't just run into that explosion. You're imagining things. It's not that I was trying to time things and got it wrong or anything, you're just imagining things. Also, flute and mushroom. I'm pretty happy with both of those. Bugnet, red mail. Thieves Town small key. Oh great, that's a fetch quest. That is the only thing left in Thieves Town, is what that small key locks. I needed a small key and a hammer, and I had neither while I was in there. I've got the mushroom fetch quest, which thankfully isn't that bad because I got the flute right next to it. Oh hey, I can do fake powder. That's kinda cool. I may have to do that. God! Another fetch quest in the form of a shovel. Yeah. Ledge had nothing useful, as I recall. The only chest that I can get to in here has, again, nothing really useful. Okay. And the medallion for there is... Oh, well, wow, I have all 3 medallions? What? Sure, I'll go ahead and go open Turtle Rock, just in case I end up coming up here from a different route. Wow, I have all 3 medallions. Hadn't realized that. Oh hey, and conveniently that seems to have zeroed out my magic, which is the other thing I needed to do to activate fake powder. Okay. So, time to go to Sanctuary. Yeah, I need the Ganon's Tower big key. Here, have 20 bucks. What do you expect me to do? Go buy it from the store? It's a nice little tune. I like the flute music. And now I will go use my fake powder before I turn in the mushroom. Hammer down the peg, jump into the hole. Okay. Hello, Mr. Magic Bat. I have a cane. I also have a mushroom. The way that glitch works is, for some reason, the Cane of Samaria, while it's failing to activate if you switch over to the mushroom or the powder and you had no magic at all, it gets confused and it says, oh, you must have just used magic powder. I don't fully understand why it manages that, but it's an interesting thing for it to do. And the mushroom gets exchanged for a small key of Palace of Darkness. Okay. Well, while I'm here, I have this green potion. That got me my magic back, and now I have a blue potion. Next stop, I think, is going to be Mire area. I might even go into Mire. Come on, there we go. And I know I can. I've got all the medallions. I don't even need to check and see what the entrance is. Heart. This is a heart piece. Down in here we have a map. I don't think I care about maps anymore, honestly. What do I know? I know that's a crystal. I know 3 more crystals. Yeah, it might be a useful map. I guess I'll go ahead and pick it up. Watch it be Ganon's Tower. Eastern Palace. Oh, okay, that's kind of useful. That is information I didn't know yet. And that tells me Eastern is in fact a crystal. Okay. Stupid pterodactyl. Oh hey, I actually get to freeze you today. Excellent. Anybody want to see me flip the bird? Or, well, perhaps not so much flip as toss. Oh, I didn't land him in the deep water. Oh well. I have the big key here, right? Yeah, I've got everything I need to finish this dungeon. I even have red mail, so it's not that bad a dungeon. I do not have powder, though, which means health is a lot harder to come by in this dungeon than I would normally expect. So I should probably just stop taking so much damage. You know, it'd be a thought. don't have Fire Rod yet, so I have to do this one the slow way. Ow. Which meant I got hit by a tile there. Big key of ice. Okay, that makes me less annoyed about going back into ice later. Which I'm almost certainly going to need to do. In fact, I am certainly going to need to do, because I know it's a red crystal, so yeah. Not much avoiding going in there. Okay. Now I wait for the room to shake for like 20 seconds. Bet you guys didn't know that Hyrule was actually in California. Fire Rod! Okay, that's a good thing to find. Ow, 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 ow. Again, I should really stop taking so many hits. I should have blue cane out. I'm not going to bet on finding Hookshot. That seems like a silly bet to make. I was really kind of hoping that was going to be my fourth heart piece. Big Key of Hera, okay. Map of Ganon's Tower. Okay, there it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. I think there is a single heart over here that I can pick up. It's like the middle pot? Yep. So that at least shut up the beeping, which is nice. I will want to be drinking a blue potion before I go in to fight Vitreous himself, though. Because I believe the eyes do 3 hearts of damage. Even in red mail. Darn it. I got the beeping going again. Ow. Okay. At this point, I need to drink blue potion. Because there is stuff that could just kill me in one hit when I'm at 1 heart. Okay. Flip the switch back, and then time to go fight a Vidi. Going backwards up the stairs sounds perfectly normal. I took no damage after using the potion, but that's okay. I much prefer the safety of having actually used the potion to saving it and dying. Okay. At this point, I'm leaning towards going back to ice. But first I'm gonna make a pit stop at the potion shop and refill that bottle. Because I don't trust myself to survive without having as many safeties as I carry. Actually, I'm going to ice. Well... I could do Swamp Palace right now. There are reasons it would be a good idea. But I'm gonna stick with what I said and go to ice. But while I'm already in the Dark World, which I shouldn't be right now, I will go ahead and pick up... I want to say it was a heart piece sitting on Hylia Island. Oh, no, it's a compass, even worse. Compass of Tower of Hera. Okay, so green pendant is Skull Woods, huh? Trying to remember if I've seen where red pendant is. I don't think I have. I've already got blue pendant. Oh. I don't think I've seen red pendant yet. Don't have a small key. I do have the big key. Wait, oh. I actually need to go grab the small key off of this guy, because I missed it last time. That's right, I died while I was trying to get over to the key. Okay. Come on. I want to line myself up properly here. Don't think that's right. That looks right. Okay. So the way that I do this is I'm looking at the little jagged edge of the platform there, and I can see just that little triangle of 3 pixels. I want to be able to see slightly more of the platform than that. So that looks right. because I saw that extra row of pixels, that told me that I was on the right setup. Really? I managed to fall in that way? Okay, fine. So this time I see 2, so I want to see that. Yep. And no, I don't want to hit the button. I'm okay with taking that point of damage. As long as I get through the room. I was hoping those guys would drop some health. I again still do not have good weaponry to defeat these guys with. So Bombos it is. A little bit slow to trigger, but so much better than trying to kill them individually. Not having hookshot here is kind of problematic. I think it means that the path I need to take is down this way. On the map of Turtle Rock. That's not great. No, I came the wrong way, darn. It's not unfixable, but it's not ideal. Okay, this room. I hate this room. But I made it through. So that's good. Ow. That's where you hid the hook shot. Wow. That's a nasty place for hookshot. That is a really nasty place for hookshot to be hiding. But it means I can get through this room easily, at least. I call that the mash hookshot room. Because literally that's what you do to get through there. You just sit there and you mash the hookshot key until you can finally hit the block. Okay, this ends up being actually a fairly okay route. Because I found the hookshot down there. If I hadn't, it would have been a kind of a sucky route, but because I found it, it works out. And that does mean that coming here before Swamp was the correct decision. Which I'm happy about. bombs. Okay. I could have gone up in that previous room. That might have been slightly better, just because I wouldn't have had to deal with this room at all. But it works either way. Time to go finish the dungeon. I'm not going to have full magic, but I have bombos, so it doesn't matter that much. I only need like a quarter of my magic to be able to beat this boss. Also, I didn't mention it at the time, but I got another bottle with blue goo, which is actually really nice. See if I can hammer you guys decently. I know it works to do damage to them, I'm just not sure if I can manage it. Ow. That was kind of scary, because while that animation is going off, I can't open my menu, so I couldn't pull out a potion to heal. Small key to gain this tower. Eh. Okay, so I would have had hookshot a lot earlier if I'd managed to beat this place before, but that's okay. I don't feel badly enough that I think I need to go get a replacement potion at the moment. 2, I think, is fine. Especially because the next dungeon that I'm going into is reasonably easy. Although before I go into it, I will go open up Pyramid Fairy, because I can do that now. I've defeated both 5 and 6. So the seed got trolly for a while there, but it's been fairly nice again recently. Finding that hookshot there was a godsend. Thank you, RNGesus. I love how this looks like it's a great big scary bomb, and yet it deals exactly 0 damage to you. Sure, I'll toss in a bottle and see what the fairy fountain gives me here. Yep, I tossed that. Huh? Fairy fountain actually gave me a fairy. I'm okay with that. It's not the best item to pick up, but I don't actually plan on death warping anymore in this game, so I don't think it's going to hurt me. I think that's just a safety that will trigger if I screw up, which is nice. You know, I haven't died that much this run. I mean, I had the death in Eastern, I had the death in Ice. But I think that's it, aside from a couple of death warps. I think I'm at like 4 deaths this game, including the death warps. Okay, now that the dam is open, I instantly go back to the Dark World because I left my portal right at the entrance. And then into Swamp. Swamp is another of my crystals, so I absolutely need to complete it. I still don't have the GT Big Key this run. Oh, that's scary. That is scary. I would really like to find that GT Big Key. I also need the Eastern Palace Big Key, but that one at least can't be hidden up in Ganon's Tower. I stopped to think about that for a moment, and then I went, oh yeah, it is actually a crystal. No, it absolutely can't be hidden in Ganon's Tower. Pendant keys can be hidden in Ganon's Tower. Crystal keys cannot. And we still have that Master Sword sitting on the pedestal at the moment, because I haven't found an upgrade. If I ever do end up in a position to go pull the Master Sword pedestal while I still have Fighter Sword, I'm gonna do it. If only for the sheer amusement of actually pulling the Master Sword from the pedestal. It can't be in the Eastern Big Chest because I need that key. The Skullwoods key and the Swamp Palace key can each be in their big chests, because you don't actually need them to complete the dungeon. And keys are allowed to lock themselves. But any key that you will need for even a single additional item location cannot be self-locking. Right, don't want to go there. Don't press the lever. I started walking over that way, and then my, wait a second, this is stupid, instinct kicked in. There's a reason I talk to myself when I'm doing that a lot of the time. Makes it much harder to forget. Hitting the crystal switch there is a nice time save, but if you screw up and hit the big lever as well, you lose a lot of time. Come on, let me up the ladder, please. I want up the ladder, thank you. So equipment-wise, I still need at least one sword upgrade. I'm actually fairly happy if I only get one sword upgrade, because Master Sword and Silvers is not that bad. Small key to Misery Mire. Pretty useless, that. Cape, also pretty useless, because I don't remember there being anything useful on Cape Ledge. So that was kind of a bust of a left-hand side, unfortunately. But I had to look, because if I hadn't looked, it would have been the GT Big Key, of course. That's just the way these things work, don't you know? Right, I don't have the Swamp Big Key. That's kind of unfortunate. And that one could legitimately be inside its own chest. So, it could be that that key is just unobtainable this run. I would kind of like that, because it's preferable to having it be a fetch quest later. That's one of the slowest fetch quests in the game, if you have to do it. Because reopening up Swamp takes a while. Small key to Turtle Rock. 50 bucks. Really? That is a terrible place for that key. That is buried deep enough that you either need to backtrack a whole bunch or come back into the dungeon after beating it. They both suck. Wow. Yeah, this is also going to suck. Fortunately, it's not as bad as the menu boss that I had the other day, because I don't have a really crappy menu to do it with. Hey, Knight, how you doing? Don't mind me, I'm just menuing my way through Argus, because I don't have anything better than a hammer to defeat him with. I'm doing pretty good. Yay, I caught it. And I think Fire Rod is my best bet for actually killing him. Really? Wow, this has been awful. How did he get hit there? I'm not complaining, mind, but seriously, how did he get hit there? And that is the big key of Ganon's Tower. Okay, that is big. Okay. Okay, yeah. I am getting really close to go mode at this point. I've got 3 crystals left. And I know where all 3 of them are. I'm missing a small key for Turtle Rock and a big key for Eastern. I do need to go back in for this big chest, because, yeah, there's too much stuff that I could miss than really need later. The good news is this version of the randomizer made it so this room doesn't reset when you go out and come back in. Yeah, that was not as good as I was hoping for, honestly. Do I have an Aghanim Tower key? I do. So I have 2 chests up at Aghanim Tower that I can go grab now that I have the cape. Really? Stupid buried bombs. No, not berry bonds. Buried bombs. Oh yeah, and I still need to find a Master Sword. That would be kind of important. Actually being able to damage Ganon, yeah, might be nice. Ah! I hate these stupid guys. They... Okay, fine. I'm gonna Fire Rod you. It's a waste of the magic, but... yeah. They should only take 2 spins to defeat, but it's so hard to charge a spin with them chasing you. Map of desert is not at all useful. Where to next? I need Eastern Big Key. I have Hera Big Key. Okay, so next stop I think is Tower of Hera. Which means I just save and quit to the wrong location. And I do have Hookshot, so while I'm up here I can check Hookshot Cave. Also, I should activate Hook Speed. Whee! I swear half of the reason to activate Hook Speed is just for the fun of it. Screw the fact that it's faster. Kind of wasn't meaning to pick that up, but okay, sure, whatever. 20 bucks. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Actually went to hit that an odd number of times. I wasn't expecting to get 3 hits off of the spin. Wow, I managed to fall into that? What? Seriously? I have never actually fallen into that before. That's really sad, actually. Come on. Yeah, I want you on blue, that is correct. Okay, let's not fall in this time. Map of Dark Palace is, I think, information that I already know. Okay, Big Key of Eastern. I think that's go mode. I think I have everything I need to beat the game. Oh yes. I want to hammer you. 1, 2, 3. And dead. And you never went into Berserk mode. I suppose I still do need a sword upgrade, don't I? So I can't just completely go mode everything. Because of that, I'm going to go over and do Hookshot Cave at the moment. Even though Hookshot Cave would be a little bit better to do routing-wise after Turtle Rock, or just before Turtle Rock. I want to sword upgrade soon if I can get one, so I'm going to hope that it has one. It's got 3 items that I haven't seen yet. Really? Great. Freaking dead rocks. Okay. 3 locations in here. Please, one of you be a sword upgrade. Small key to Ganon's Tower. Not a sword upgrade. Map of Thieves' Town. Also not a sword upgrade. Half magic, nice, but still not a sword upgrade. I do appreciate getting half magic, but... Ugh. Still being on Fighter Sword at this point is really bad. God, am I going to end up searching through Ganon's Tower for Master Sword? Ew. That sounds terrible. Let's see, where else could it be? There's the big chest of Thieves' Town, which is really far out of the way. I know one of the 3 sword upgrades is on the Master Sword pedestal, which which I really don't want to have to pull. Darn, I didn't quite do it fast enough. Third one spawned. Huh. I haven't done any of Turtle Rock yet, so it could certainly be in Turtle Rock. There are a few places left in Pod that it could be. But Pod is a pendant dungeon, so I kind of don't want to go complete it unless I have to. And it could also be in the back of Skull Woods, which is in much the same position as Pod is. It would be really troll if both of the other sword upgrades are buried in a pendant dungeon. You give me a small key of Palace of Darkness. Oh, I did not want to see that right now. There's a lot of stuff in Turtle Rock, and failing Turtle Rock, there's a lot of stuff in Ganon's Tower. Although, if I don't find it in Turtle Rock, that means I'm going to end up fighting Trinex with Hammer, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but I'll survive. I'm told this is the faster route up. With Fighter Sword and having to deal with those guys, I'm less convinced, but... The Dead Rocks here do not like me today. Okay, so Turtle Rock it is then. Trying to remember, there's like 10 chests or something like that in here? Yeah, we can count them as we go.